Last time you saw us, we were exploring the trails of the San Rafael Swell, checking out sites along Buckhorn Draw and camping along Utah's Little Grand Canyon. It's the dead of winter now, and we're cold to the bone, or at least I am. This is the first time we are leaving Colorado to chase 70 degrees. We'll be going through 11 states and putting roughly 7,000 miles on Casper, our truck. I'm a big planner and have scheduled hundreds of stops. In fact, I'm a bit of an over-planner, so we'll see how this goes. I've been looking forward to this trip for a couple of reasons. In the next video, I'll get more into that. Leaving Colorado, the weather wasn't on our side, and we wanted to reach Trinidad before it got dark, so we were a bit rushed. We tried to time our travel so the roads had a chance to be plowed and melt off a bit. When traveling Colorado in the winter, timing is everything. As we drove, we talked about the things we forgot to pack or accidentally got left behind. It would be fine though. I was just glad to finally be on the road. In the next couple of days, we'd be traveling over 3 mountain passes. The word Cochetopa is a Ute Indian word meaning Buffalo Pass. This area was originally a hunting ground for the Ute tribe. Many men would explore this area in search of a route through the Rocky Mountains. One of the most tragic expeditions occurred in 1848. This exploration resulted in the death of 10 men whose mules began to freeze. The men resorted to cannibalism. The lesson here: don't underestimate a pass and Colorado weather. In 2012, Colorado became the first state to legalize marijuana for recreational use. Colorado now has over 800 dispensaries, only second to Oklahoma. Driving through this portion of the state, we can see which cities have forbid dispensaries within the city limits. When this first passed, law enforcement outside of Colorado was pulling over cars with Colorado license plates more than usual. The hub said it was a good thing we had a Texas license plate on our trailer. That's a story for another video. Approaching the next pass had the potential to be a bit sketchy, but since Colorado weather can change quickly and we're prepared for snow and ice, it was quite possible that we'd clear the pass without any problems. Some of these signs become outdated very quickly. The old Veta Pass was first on the narrow-gauge Denver and Rio Grande Railway, and then later a wagon trail. The new pass we traveled on today is northeast of the old pass and is the principal highway. This route is much more suited to modern highway traffic. But this pass seems to disagree with us. We've broken down twice here, leaving us stranded. But today's different, and we had no problems. We made it to Trinidad just as it got dark. We don't have a four-season trailer and didn't want to deal with freezing pipes, so we stayed in a motel and would wait to fill our water when we reached warmer temperatures. You can always tell how bad a road was by how many cars are off to the side. We're thankful that the road was clear now.
As the sun slowly crept into the sky, it filled the morning air with warmth and life. Sounds of birds in harmony, and you there right next to me. Oh, no matter where we go, oh, my heart is yours to hold. Through all the storms, I'm by your side. Through days of warmth, I'm by your side. Like the stars and the moon in the nighttime sky, I'm by your side.
The weather's getting warmer and I'm already starting to feel better. That is, until I realized I had lost the diamond out of my wedding ring. Well, it did last me 39 years. Why cry over a rock? This may be the perfect opportunity for an upgrade. 40 years, 40 carats. Interesting. It's funny the signs you see along the road. Yes, fiber does keep you moving. But what does that have to do with the internet? I guess that's just my senior brain. West of Amarillo, just off of Route 66, are 10 vintage Cadillacs buried headfirst in an ever-changing display of art. The cars are placed in the middle of a field. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's free. Parking is along the frontage road. Spraying with a can of paint is encouraged. If you don't have spray paint, you can purchase some on site. We noticed that the entrance to the site is covered in locks as well. I looked this up and found that it's a custom to close the lock and throw away the key. This symbolizes a love that couldn't be broken, giving them the name love locks. Apparently these are all over the world. I've never seen this. Have you seen this before? When I asked the hubs what he thought about Cadillac Ranch, he said, "Well, I've been there, but I'm not going to buy the shirt." I guess I'd have to agree with that. I was really looking forward to our next stop. St. Roost Museum is a harvest host. This is only our second harvest host stop. Pulling off in these small towns and discovering their history through small museums is a blast for me. It gives me a whole new appreciation of an area. A town of 2,000 really does have a lot of history. Knowing this history helps me see this place in a new perspective. We were the only ones staying there and found the host to be quite accommodating. She offered to give us a personal tour and we gladly accepted. Built in 1910, this museum was the location of the former Adar Hospital. It was created by Cornelia Adar to serve the ranch cowboys and their families. The museum name came from a nickname it earned by the cowboys. Clarendon was established as sobriety settlement, so the cowboys called it Saints Roost. This little museum packs a big punch. Additional buildings were added to the property to expand the experience. The museum is free and open Tuesday through Saturday. The law sets the maximum speed limit at 70 miles per hour. However, the Texas Transportation Commission can up that to up to 85 miles an hour if the highway is designed to accommodate that speed. Because we're pulling a trailer, we usually don't exceed 65 miles per hour. It's important for you to know the weight of your vehicle and its limits. This will help you adhere to weight limits on roadways and bridges, as well as keep you safe. But are you required in Texas to get your RV weighed when passing a weigh station? The simple answer is no if you're traveling for leisure. Having said this, you can be directed by law enforcement to pull into a weigh station. You don't need a CDL if you live in Texas and drive a recreational vehicle, but you may need a special license if you drive a larger RV. If your license is from another state, Texas will honor the license in the state that it's issued. Texas will require you to adhere to their laws when it comes to towing. A combination of not more than 3 vehicles can be coupled together. There are additional limitations for smaller vehicles and how much they can tow. A passenger car or another motor vehicle that has an unload weight of less than 2,500 pounds may not be coupled with more than one other vehicle or towing device at one time. When towing, the combined length should not exceed 65 feet. The length of a single motorized vehicle cannot exceed 45 feet. The state allows overnight parking up to 24 hours, but no camping is allowed. What does it mean to camp? Don't pull out your barbecue grill. No lawn furniture or satellite dishes, no pop-up tents or extended awnings. As we drove into Dallas on Sunday, we thought, oh, traffic isn't so bad. Until it was, and then we were reminded of how much we hate traffic. Join us next week as I reveal why coming to Dallas was so important and why we ended up switching gears.
Did you hear about the guy that invented knock-knock jokes? He won the Nobel Prize.